It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Lions and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawerence, their quarterback in season number 4.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Aiden Hutchinson in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Lawerence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up the 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
In motion left goes a tight end. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. Breaks through the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. In motion goes Patrick. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Lawerence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
2nd and 10. Lawerence will throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In motion left goes Reynolds. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Johnson breaks up the throw. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. You look at this Jaguar defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their timing.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Lawerence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
False start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. From the shotgun, Lawerence. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now it's Goff. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there. Pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Goff now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Draw play, ETN. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 13. Here's Lawerence to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Lions will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away. Fights through, and now a crease. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And that last throw not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air again. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now Lawerence. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Etienne. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They needed a lot of yards there. They run it and come up just a little bit short.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to the defense because they didn't back off and play so loose that there was room to run. They were right there and stopped it for no gain, even in a long yardage situation.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break here. Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The newest Bear, DeAndre Swift, with a touchdown run. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for the Lions.
Here's Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Amon-Ra St. Brown
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
Automatic
So they
first
really
down.
got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Taken down at the 42. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Joshua Hines-Allen there on the stop. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. but they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawerence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. In motion left goes Reynolds. Lawerence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
A gain of 14. First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawerence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawerence will throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 77 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Goff. Looking for right, and he finds him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Goff. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Lawerence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now Lawerence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawerence. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That is caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus as he has now gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off play action. Here's Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's Lawerence to throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Goff going to throw it.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Well, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.